Hi everybody, this is Joe Countryman. Welcome to the inaugural, the very first, ETO Sportsnut Podcast. Well, today we're going to start by talking about a fantastic quarterback for a university that you may not have heard of before. His name is Justin Holman, and we'll have a link to some information about him below. And he plays for the University of Central Florida. Now, University of Central Florida is one of the biggest universities in the whole United States, but a lot of exchange students and international students don't know about it. It's a fantastic school, has several campuses all over Florida, based mostly in Orlando, and also has been ranked one of the most affordable schools in the United States. So we'll also have some information below about University of Central Florida. They have a big international program, and it's pretty close to us. We're on the other coast of Central Florida, out in the Clearwater area. So let me tell you about this guy, Justin Holman. He's replacing Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles is now a professional quarterback who, this is very rare, in his first year in the NFL, the highest level that American football players can play at, he is now starting for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I mean, this guy is a fantastic quarterback, and Justin Holman comes in with some pressure to duplicate or to kind of be able to do something similar. He's a young guy, and he had some struggles his first couple of games, but on last Thursday he really came of age. He really became a star, and he was the first University of Central Florida quarterback to complete 30 passes in a game for about 10 years. So, you know, as good as Blake Bortles was, he wasn't able to complete that many passes. For those of you who are new to American football, completing a pass is when the quarterback, who's the guy who gets the ball right from the snap, he throws the ball forward and somebody catches it and comes down with it. They have to actually get 2 feet down and hold on to the ball without juggling it, so that, you know, the team can move forward. And they get only 4 plays to move about 10 meters. So they really have to move quickly. So those completions help, and many times the completions are at least 5 meters or 6 meters. That's the cool thing about football as well. It's measured in yards. So for those of you who are not used to the measurement of feet, yards are very close to meters, almost exactly the same. So anyways, not only is this guy Justin Holman a star quarterback who is worth watching when you get a chance to check out University of Central Florida, and in addition we will have a link posted if you are outside of the US, you know, so that you can watch sports for free. But please turn on your virus protection just in case. Usually totally okay, but just in case you want to protect yourself. And I used it when I was living in Korea and different parts of the world where I could not access college football and other sports that I like to watch. Now, this is something that you can encourage your children to be like this guy, Justin Holman, even if you don't want them to play football. He is a biology major, and last year in his freshman year, his first year, he was an all-academic team in the American Athletic Conference, which is the league that UCF plays in. So that's something else that he can feel proud of and that young people can look up to. You know, in the United States, it's now becoming cool again to be smart. Everything has changed with the internet revolution. So whereas before people who were smart pretended to be dumb, now we're allowed to be smart again. So that's more like Korea, more like the Caribbean, more like Africa, many parts of the world where the smartest people are praised. That is now coming back in the United States. So anyways, check out UCF if you get a chance this year. They play lots of good teams, they're exciting, and they have a lot of players from last year's team that was very successful. A lot of players that we would call veteran players, players who have been around for 3 or 4 years already, and they're really strong. So they're an exciting team to watch, and I highly recommend them. Very exciting. A little bit more I wanted to tell you, talk a little bit briefly about Landon Donovan. He's 32 years old. He just retired from the U.S. international team, and unlike a Korean player like Park Ji-sung, who will continue to play for his club for several more years, he will retire from his club, which is the Los Angeles Galaxy, at the end of this season. Landon Donovan, probably the most famous American soccer player ever, and he scored a fantastic goal in the World Cup against Algeria. He was controversially, meaning that he was left off the team in a way that many people thought was not good, in the most recent World Cup, and it really ended up costing the U.S. when our striker, Josie Altidore, was injured in the first game. Anyways, Landon Donovan, thank you so much for everything you've done, all the excitement that you give us, and I'll post also some links to some of his best goals below. Probably somebody who encouraged more Americans to play soccer than ever before. Finally, a little bit of news in baseball, in Major League Baseball. The Kansas City Royals qualified for the World Series for the first time since 1985. And that's it for today, everybody. We'll see you next week with another episode of ETO Sports Nut. Thanks a lot, and talk with you soon. If you have any questions or comments, please post below, and we look forward to talking with you. Before we end, I wanted to talk a little bit about our promoters. We have some fantastic companies that are helping make this podcast possible. The first one is ETO. ETO stands for English Tutor Online. Now, are you tired of going to classes at a freaking school? They're boring. There's 10 people in there who don't have any English, and meanwhile, you're an intermediate student and you want to have somebody give you support. Well, ETO is what you're looking for. The prices are good. The people who teach for ETO are Americans with experience in teaching English and in business, and they're great people. They'll teach you slangs. They'll teach you idiom. They'll teach you a whole lot of things that you just don't get in most English classes. And most of all, classes are fun, and you can help design the curriculum or the material that you will study. So the other thing that you can know about ETO is that you can make money by referring your friends, family, or colleagues. Check them out. The link is below, and it's EnglishTutorOnline.com/English. You can get a free class by clicking on the link below. In addition, I want to tell you about TD Glass. TD Glass is creating world-class glass. We have figures of these beautiful Buddhas, figures of all kinds of amazing things. So if you're interested in glass art, it's the new thing. All the art collectors are after it right now. Check out TD Glass for some of the best prices in the industry. This is Joe Countryman, and it's been my pleasure talking with you. Talk soon, and until then, take good care and keep working on your English. You're going to do it. You're going to succeed, and I'm here with you. Talk with you later. Bye-bye.